Hello, everybody. Welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. My name is Karen Scott, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Edmonton, Alberta. So, welcome to today's live. Happy Tuesday. Today is a good day. Have you heard the news? We've got some new online exclusives today, Stampin' Up! Does, and that we can order, as well as a new kit. And this is just for demonstrators. But if you aren't a demonstrator and you want to be, to get your hands on these exclusive products a month before the general public, boy, do we have a deal for you. And Stampin' Up! Doesn't usually give discounts, but boy, this month is for just this month only. We are having a 35% off deal, or so 35% off the price, or you can get 35% more in product. So what that works out to be here in Canada, we usually pay $135 for a starter kit, which includes anything that you want out of the catalog, whether you want cardstock, inks, papers, adhesives, stamp sets, up to you. You can choose $165 worth of product for just $135. Now that's a normal deal. So now if you choose 35% off, they're going to give you you pay $87.75 and you get $165 worth of product, or you pay $135 and you get $222.75 worth of product. So it depends on how much product you want or how much of a deal you want. If you've only got maybe $100 to spend, you can spend the $87.75 and get $165 worth of product. So anyway, it's a really good deal. And if anybody is interested in signing up, if you've been sitting on the fence, sit no longer. Sign up sooner rather than later so you can get your hands on all the deals while they still last, because those of us who are demonstrators get to pre-order. So I'm sure everybody has already placed their order. And so product sells out pretty fast. So you don't want to sit on the fence too long. You sign up and you can get your hands on this product that's just coming out. So check out our online store and you will see some of the stuff. If while you're shopping, they'll show you. Yeah, so if you need any help, go to Karen's Stamp Pad at gmail.com. Shoot me a message on here, and I will be happy to help you out. You will then become part of our crafting crew group. We've got a great group of ladies, and we get together and stamp once a month. There's classes. I hold classes. My upline Karina holds classes, and there's lots to do and lots of beautiful ladies to chat with and get to know. So everything is just sitting there waiting, waiting for you to sign up. So anyway, I am going to play with the Merriest Trees today. It is a bundle that is in the new catalog, and I'm going to show you a couple of cards, and one of them is going to be a Funfold card. But before I do that, now I started and I ran out of time. I said I was going to do a draw for anybody who commented and last week on my video for some retired embellishments. Now I've got a whole box of them that I'm wanting to and kind of get rid of. So I will do the same thing today. Anybody who comments, I will do a draw on Thursday for another embellishment. And all you have to do if you're the winner is shoot me your address and I will get it in the mail. If you are from the States, like my friend Denise, hello, Denise. Hello, Margaret Ann. Kathy, welcome. If you are like my friend Denise and you are in the States, I can send you a card. I can't send you the embellishments, sorry. So, but I've got a few names. I've got We'll Decide. I had to plug my my iPad in. I'm only at 14%, so I will turn my camera down. You can watch me enter some names, and we will. I went back and I checked everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. So let me add this. And I am just going to enter the the names. Hopefully it won't take me that long. And some of them are, I won't worry about. MS. I won't worry about capitalizing. Renee. Those where. Margaret Ann, hopefully I'm spelling everything right. Denise. Kathy, I know who all of you are. And Sharon. So, all right, there we go. And there's my wheel. So let's see who the winner is going to be. All right, here we go. All right, so put this aside. Ooh, so now I don't I don't know what this person's name is. They just went by LJVD58 on YouTube. If you are seeing this and you reach out, give me your address. Depending on where you are, you will get a card or some embellishments. So anyway, thank you for participating. And I will put that aside and show you what I've got. Ooh, excuse me for a second. Got to turn my phone off so I don't get interrupted. And I'm going to show you a couple of cards. One of them is going to be really easy using the dies and the shimmer, or not shimmer paper, but the gosh, okay. The paper, not holographic paper, but the you know what I mean. So anyway, so I'm going to use that. That's the paper that is out of the Merry Bold and Bright. And so I just put a couple of trees using the dies and running through embossing folder. And oh, hello, Sama. I hope I'm saying that right. And Deb, hi. Words not coming to you. You can't remember. Is that it, Deb? It happens to you. All right. And then the other one is going to be a Funfold. And this is the card that I made. And I used the designer series paper from the Night Divine. Is that what it's called? The Night Divine suite. And So it will stand up like this. You'll be able to see the inside, but when it's closed, it has a cute little front on it. And we'll show you that. Or me. So yeah. I'm all excited today. So I don't know. I can't, it's not glitter paper. It's not shimmer paper. It is not holographic paper. It is. Oh boy. I'd grab some, but anyway, not metallic paper. It is paper. It's shiny paper, shiny. So anyway, let me start with the first one. I'm going to do this in the Melon Mambo. So I have a piece of, and I didn't run. Okay, so I have a piece of Melon Mambo, and it is cut at 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. We're just going to burnish the edge so it lays down flat. I'm going to take this. Let me show you the dies. You get all kinds. So you can cut your trees multiple sizes, and I am going to use the foil paper. Thank you guys. Deb, Kathy, you guys are awesome. It just escaped. I don't know where it went. And so I've done this before, and I've said this before. You don't want to waste a whole piece. I'm going to use this piece as a foil paper as a background. So nobody's going to see it, and I've done this before. I'm going to cut my trees out of this because I'm going to put a piece of basic white cardstock over top of it. So I brought in, now I don't know where it is. There it is. You'll have to excuse the plates. I'm getting the most out of them. I was going to use the mini cut and emboss machine, but I better use this one because I need to, like I said, I'm not organized today. So look at this plate. Anyway, that's my bottom plate. I will be replacing it. Just going to clean the top one because I have some glue on it. Okay. So anyway, nobody's going to see where I cut the trees out because I'm going to cover it, and I need to cover it with the basic white. I'm going to cut 2 of these trees. So let's do this twice. See, now if I was ready, I would have had it already done. But there's one. I'm going to turn this the other way. And I just want to make sure that I have enough for a border, that I'm not going too far to the sides. All right. Oops. Squeaky. All right. So now we'll put that right there. We'll bring in our embossing folder. So I'm using the 3D Snowflake embossing folder. And grab all the pieces. So this will fit both of these in here. So we're just going to add some texture with that. All right. So now we've got our trees for the front. Now I did get a chance to, there is some dies with a base, or you could have a tree trunk, whatever it is that you'd like to use. I used on mine the base of the tree, and I cut it out of the gold foil paper. Foil. And I also cut out some stars. So let's bring those in. And then it's just putting it together. It's pretty easy after this. And we'll put our adhesive on. And I know the green in the other one makes more sense, right? Because it's you've got green trees, but they make Christmas trees in all colors now. You decorate them in any color. But so we also need, I shouldn't have put my my embossing machine away. I want to cut a piece of basic white cardstock down to, because this piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I want a 1/4 of an inch smaller. So I want 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to use that embossing folder again. And let's just run that through quickly. And then we have our piece that covers up our space. Good morning from Brisbane, Australia. Hello, Delcy Bishop. Thank you for joining me. How are you? How's the weather over there? So those of us here in Edmonton, I mean, we all know it feels like definitely feels like fall now, right? I haven't felt the winter chill yet, but definitely fall. Okay, so let's just attach this. Okay, you see how it just covers it up and nobody's wiser. So we've got that now. I'm going to take a blending brush and my Melon Mambo. So I'm just going to use a small one. And I just want to add a little background to it. So ink that up. And I dabbed off on a piece of paper behind me. So you want to dab off so you don't get those big blotches. But I just want a little bit so it's not so bright. And then I'm going to start to add my pieces. It's 80 in Maryland. Oh, you're ready for fall. Oh, I'd still like I love the heat. I love summer. So it gets cold soon enough. Okay. I'm using, you might want to use with the die or embossed cardstock on both pieces. Liquid glue might be a better choice. but I'm using the tape runner or the Stampin' Seal just because if I don't have it placed right, it lifts really easy. And I'll just use my take your pick tool and some just putting the base of the tree on and some dimensionals. So we'll pop this guy up. You don't have this embossing folder? Oh, yes, you need it. You need it. I've been using it a lot for the Christmas for my Christmas cards. I mean, we've got the other one that has all the sayings on it, Christmas, and oh, I can't remember what else is on it, but there's lots of sayings. And I don't use that one as much as these or this one. So, okay, so we've got that. I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals on my stars and put those on the top of the trees. And then we just need a sentiment. And there's a few sentiments on the in the stamp set, but I really, 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 really liked just the one that says love and joy. It's nice, it's simple, it's small, it doesn't take away from the card. And just clean my stamp. And I can just use a scrap piece of paper that that I would otherwise throw in the garbage, right? It's okay. So we have that. Grab my scissors. And then I'm going to adhere that right here. So I want a dimensional on one side because that one tree is down, right? Now stay on there. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of my tape runner on there. So we can go ahead and do the inside of the card, but you can decorate however you like. You can put another sentiment in. So where's my there's hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season to you and yours. And there's we wish you a Merry Christmas. This, the way it's shaped, will fit in a stamped or a die cut tree. So that I will play around with for Thursday's live. But there's two cards. So pretty, yes, the foil paper. Thank you, Becky, for sharing, and thank you. Aw. Oh, okay. You got the ones with words, yeah. Yep. Okay, so here we have it. There's the first card. And now we'll do a fancy fold. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I think that just kind of screams Christmas. So bright colors, just like the lights at Christmas time. So, all right. Now for this guy. So this is going to be a little bit tougher. Let me start with, you're going to need a piece of designer series paper, some cardstock, get that out of the way, clean up my work area. I got a mess happening. Okay, so your designer series paper needs to be 12 inches by 5.5. So out of a 12-inch piece of paper, or 12 by 12, you're going to get 2 cards. So I've already cut this down to 5.5. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it. Now, it matters if it is a directional paper like this. So this was non-directional. So it was pretty easy. Now, because I need to cut, so first I need to score it. We're going to score it. I'm going to score it a couple of times, and I'll explain why. So the first time I'm going to score it at 4, and I'm going to score it at 8. Make sure I've got my score. I need my pencil. See, everything's all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Probably should have. And I'm going to just I'm going to fold it over so that I know I can see the score line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, because I'm going to cut the top part off here. But I want to cut it so I want to measure it. I want to cut from 1.5 from the bottom, 1.5 inches. So I just want to put a little tick mark there. You know, I'm going to do it from 2 inches. Let's do 2 inches. From the top, 2 inches from the bottom. Now I'm going to line up my score line. And okay, so the reason I'm going to cut that piece off, and it is going to get glued down to the inside here. So I want to make sure that my other side, like if I did it this way, cutting it, this is how it's going to be glued down here. And we can't have that. So my pattern is going to be on the inside. I'm going to cut from the score line to my tick mark. And then the same on the other side. Line up my tick mark in the track and the top of my score line. All right. Now I'm going to erase my pencil marks. So let's put this aside for a minute. And so like I said, this is going to be my inside, or sorry, my inside. Or is it going to be my outside? It's going to be my outside, sorry. Because I want this to be glued down here. So did I confuse you? Did I say inside? Now I've confused you. Okay. So your pattern needs to be on the outside so that the piece that we're, no, it doesn't. It needs to be on the inside. Sorry, I didn't, now I'm confusing myself. So let's take our piece on the inside and glue it. That one goes over here. This one goes over here. There we go. Sorry, it does need to be on the inside. Sheesh. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid glue so I have some wiggle room. And I'm going to line it up with the score line and the bottom. And while you still have wiggle room, just make sure it's on there. Okay. And again, up to the score line. And the bottom. Sorry. Lost my train of thought there. I was stuck. Okay. So now we have the front. So we could just go ahead and glue this down and make an insert if you wanted to do it that way. This is kind of nice. But what we're going to do is bring back in our paper trimmer. And we are going to score each side here at 2 inches. So I'm going to line up the bottom here for this side and score it at 2 inches. And then I'm going to flip it around and line it up at the top and do 2 inches. So now what we do is take our bone folder and fold. Remember, don't go crazy on your creasing just because it is designer series paper and it's a lot thinner than your cardstock. So all right. So there we have, when we fold it, we have our nice design on the front. That looks really cute. So now I'm just going to cut some cardstock for the inside of the paper. So I want, now this is 4 inches, remember? So what I want is, and this is 5.5. So I want 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. All right. And that should fit in there. All right. Now I want a piece of basic white to put on, to layer it. So I need that at 5 inches by 3.5. Now I thought about this earlier. I mean, if you wanted, you could do a belly band on this to hold it closed. But, I mean, that would be your choice. But I didn't. I thought, you know, it would be nice. Okay, let's center this in here. All right. And center that on there. All right. So if you did a belly band, you could put your tree, because of course we're doing the Merriest Trees. So you could do your tree for the outside. I've already gone ahead and done a tree. So you could do a belly band and put that. But then what do? You know, just put a sentiment right there and leave it at that. Or you could decorate the inside, because it's going to sit open anyway. And then the belly band would have to come off. So I thought, well, let's just decorate the inside. So my tree is a little tall. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut this down. Now, what I did with this is Pretty Peacock. I took a piece of, pardon me, of cardstock, and I used my blending brush, and I blended, actually this one I used, okay, so use a blending brush and blend your cardstock, and then I stamped with the branches, I guess. You could do it in Pretty Peacock and in a dark, pretty bleh. It would come out darker, so you could do that there. What I did was I did it in Versamark, and I used my white embossing powder for that. So, but it is a little tall, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it down to the shorter length. I had done this for something else, so that I wasn't thinking for this card, because I was going to do this color again. And then I thought, no, I'll use that designer series paper. So I'd already die cut this one. Oh, and it's going to move. All right. Let's see if I can do it without destroying everything. All right, let's give it a try. Something needs oiled here. Yay, it worked. Okay. Let's put that aside. I'm going to take this and put it in Hello, Carla. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Another person from Pennsylvania. All right, see, now it doesn't stick out over the top. And I can cut out a star for the top if I wanted. I went ahead and I used, it comes with these stars that I put, you'll see in here. And this stamp set comes with those stars. So I'm going to put little stars in the sky. And I cut it out of designer series paper. You could cut it out of the scraps when you die cut your tree out. I want to put these back on the mat so I don't lose them. All right. Bring in, you need a tiny pair of tweezers for this to hold on to them. And put your glue on. I have some silver over there. See, everything's on the other side of the room today. So I will do a tree because I think it needs, or a star for the top of the tree because I think it needs one. Oh, thanks, Kathy. All right. So for those of you who, there we go. Yeah, and now we need that love and joy. And I'm going to pull in my pretty peacock just because it goes with this. I think Lost Lagoon wouldn't be dark enough. I don't know. I'm going to pull in a piece of paper. Let's just see. It might be too dark. Nope. I don't think so. There we go. All right. So keep in mind, I'm going to put a star on here. I don't have a piece of gold handy, and I think the gold would probably go better than the silver. So I will do that after. But here we have our stars. And there is our second card. So like I said, it's going to stand up. So you'll be able to see the designer series paper here. And that's what it's, so this is kind of what it's going to look like when you're looking at it. So there we have our second card. So, oh, you love both cards. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Desley. And there we go. So there's our cards for today. And like I said, Carly, you're trying to keep cool. Yeah. Yeah, Denise is on here, and she's from Pennsylvania too. She said it's been in the 80s. So you guys, she's waiting for fall. So, but I don't know, just enjoy it while you can. It gets cold soon enough. I'm not looking forward to another, well, I don't mind winter when I'm not having to go out anywhere. So, mind you, I don't mind driving in the snow. I like that. So that's that. And I will put that back up. You guys can take a look, looking at it in the corner. And so that's it for me today. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Carol. Love the papers. Yes. Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And like I said earlier on, if you didn't catch it, I did a draw on for some retired embellishments. And for those of you in the States, it'll be a card, maybe one of these. if your name is drawn, and that's just for making a comment. So I appreciate you joining me and commenting. And I'm going to do another draw on Thursday with all of your names. So check back, see who the winner is. You can check my Facebook page if you're watching on YouTube. I don't know how to tell anybody on YouTube that they won. You'd have to watch the video, right? So, but I will post on my Facebook page. It's Karen Stamppad on my Facebook page, the winner. And if you reach out and give me your address, if you're the winner, I will send you a little something, something. So anyway, I really do appreciate you guys joining me. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe to my page and on Facebook. I appreciate it. And anyway, that's it for me for today. So I will be back on Thursday at 4:00. And you guys enjoy your beautiful weather in Pennsylvania, and it's not been so bad around here either. So everybody enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye for now.